Hey everybody, and welcome to this video where we'll be guiding you through choosing a winning idea for your Guestographic. In our experience, there's a lot of things that go into a winning Guestographic, but the topic is 90% of it. So if you choose a great topic, that's 90% of the battle, and we're going to be helping you do that in this video. Now, the main idea here is to choose a topic that your audience really wants to share. That's the name of the game for this kind of campaign. Now, there's many ways to do that, and we're going to be showing you several. So one place we can start is called Visually, or visual.ly. Now, this is the largest collection of infographics online that we can use to start getting some ideas in all kinds of different industries. Now, the best part is that these are proven ideas, right? If you can see the type of infographic in your industry that's already successful, then that's a really good place to start for you. Now, there's a couple ways to search for your infographics within your niche on this site. First off would be browsing categories here or searching for a keyword in the search box. Now, you do want to use a broad keyword here just to get more results. So let's start off by typing in skincare in the search box. Now, one thing to pay attention to is, again, we want to look for proven ideas, things that are already successful to use as a starting point. So make sure to pay attention to the fact that you can see the views, the likes, the comments, etc. And actually, we can even sort by most viewed. So let's do that now. Here we go. Now we have the most viewed infographics in skincare, and you can see there's 239,000 views. So obviously these kinds of infographics are a good starting point for us. So let's pull those up now and start getting some inspiration from them so we can start getting ideas for how to build our own. Okay, so here we have the #1 most viewed infographic in skincare. 7 wonderful benefits of cucumber for healthy skin. Almost 240,000 views. Now, as always, we've made this super simple for you. We have a spreadsheet that you can use to fill in the information, to create a little archive of different points of reference that we're going to be using later. So let's go ahead and add in the URL, add in the topic, views, and there's 464 shares. And you can also add in any notes that you'd like as well. So that's the first one, the #1 most viewed infographics in skincare. But let's look at the second point on that list. So the next one is 10 skincare myths. Okay, cool. 33 shares, 10,000 views almost. Let's go ahead and save this information as well so we can start building out this archive so we can have lots of ideas as we go to build our own infographic. And then again, any notes that you'd like to add in. The thing to pay attention to on Visually is that you can also search by author. So we can take this guy right here and find out the other infographics that he's made. This one did well. Let's look at the other ones that he's put together. So she's built 4 infographics, and a lot of them seem to be doing quite well. And what's interesting is you can actually see that they're very similar in terms of their format. It's sort of a template that they're using. 7 wonderful benefits of, 12 amazing beauty benefits of, 12 amazing uses of, pretty similar fonts, very similar styles. And so you can see that she basically created a template and created several really popular infographics. And so we can kind of follow a similar process, taking this one as our template and using it as inspiration for creating our own infographic. And that's something that we'll be showing you later in this video. Great, so let's move on to our next strategy for generating infographic ideas. The next source we can use is Pinterest. So tons of people post all kinds of pictures and infographics here, so we can very easily use it to find some infographics at this site as well. So skincare infographic. And here we go. Tons of skincare infographics. You can also see how popular they are. Use them for inspiration for the topics that you might want to use, or the templates of the style and the design. Lots of good ideas here that we can use as well. So let's take a look at these specific results and try and see if we can observe some interesting patterns. So often what you'll find is that the most popular infographics in your industry will probably have a lot of list infographics, like the top 25 peppermint oil uses, the top 10 home remedies, probably find some other ones here, 5 amazing uses, 11 most, 10 essential, etc. And so you can see that that's a very popular style. And so we can get some ideas about the patterns that we find of the successful infographics in our industry. Also get some ideas for the headlines, for the topic. And actually what's interesting is that this one right here was actually not only on Pinterest, but if you remember, this was actually on Visually as well. And so you can see that a lot of these are actually quite simple. This one in particular is very, very simple style. Not a ton of information that you have to find. I mean, this one's got a lot, but a lot of them have pretty simplistic style, pretty simplistic information. And that sort of lends itself to what we discussed before, which is if you have a really good topic that people just really want to share and you have a couple good pieces of information on it, it's decently well designed, but not necessarily extremely complicated in terms of its design, then that's really the fundamentals of what you need. That's the 80-20 of it, and that'll get you well on your way to creating a successful infographic campaign. A third way is very straightforward as well, which is to simply search the broad keyword plus the word infographic on Google and go to the image search results. So I've already done that now. You can see again a long list of different ideas, and there we go. There's a whole bunch more we can add to our spreadsheet. And this one, there we go. There's that same one again. And so now, no shortage of ideas. We do have one more way that we can find additional infographics, which I'll be telling you about now. Another great strategy that we can use is to actually start with the commercial content that we have on our pages. Now, there's a couple advantages here. One, it's a really great start to take some commercial content that you have and use that to generate ideas. But two, it's more, in particular, it's great to do that because it's more directly related to your commercial content, which can help increase the rankings of that page. It can help drive a bunch of traffic to that page, which is an income generating page. And in general, it's actually quite difficult to get direct backlinks to a commercial page. So this can be sort of a workaround for that. So for example, here's one that we did, Best Vitamin C Serum for Face, 2016 Reviews and Top Picks. Now, as you can see here on the share bar, the campaign we did was extremely effective at driving traffic, shares, backlinks, etc. to this page, which is a commercial page. So the way you do this is you start with a page like this, which is a commercial page. And then you sort of zoom out and think about different infographics ideas which can relate to that same page. And then you create an infographic campaign which then links through to this page. So for example, what we did was we created this infographic, which was 10 powerful vitamins for younger looking skin. Now it's very related, but also not exactly the same thing. It's an infographic. It's not commercial content, but it very naturally leads through to the commercial content. So this campaign was extremely effective. You can see we got hundreds and hundreds of shares, tons of traffic, tons of backlinks. And this is the infographic that we used. Looks nice, good content, etc. And then all the way at the bottom, you can see here that we link through to this commercial content here, which is this page here. Now again, it drove tons of backlinks to this page itself, as well as the commercial content that we were really trying to market. So it increased the rankings of our site as a whole, of this infographic page individually, and also the commercial page individually that you can use. Just go through the list of your commercial content posts and zoom out, think of different broader topics that you can use that can relate back to that specific content. Okay, so now we have some initial starting ideas to use for inspiration as templates. And again, your list will be quite a bit longer than this. How do we turn that into our finalized idea? So one way, of course, is to just look at which have the most views and shares, etc., and go from there. But whichever one you pick, there's basically two ways to run with it. And again, you can use these all over time, right? Just go down every single week, pump out a new infographic. So there's two ways to use it. So say we go with this first one because the views are a lot larger than the other. Now, we can either do one of two things. We can take this and make a same topic infographic, so an infographic on the same topic, but we make it better. So this is very similar to the epic content campaigns we've talked about in the past videos. So we take the same topic that's proven and we make it even better. Or we can take this topic and use it as a template for a different topic. So we can use take inspiration from the way that it's structured, the fact that it's a list of 7, the specific kind of content, or even the color scheme, and take that and apply it to a new topic. So there's two approaches we can use there. So as an example, you can do 10 wonderful benefits of cucumber for healthy skin, which is taking the same idea, making it a little bit more comprehensive. Or you could take the same format and apply it to a new similar topic. So you could say 7 wonderful benefits of honey for healthy skin. And that's really all there is to it. It doesn't have to be complicated. Remember just to keep it simple, keep it a really shareable, interesting topic, use what works, and then again, you're well on your way to making an extremely effective infographic campaign. Okay, so let's look at a real live, really effective example of an infographic campaign. So this is a infographic that, as you can see, got a ton of shares. And we also looked it up on Ahrefs, and it's got 366 backlinks, 70 referring domains, a bunch of traffic, really good stuff. And basically the topic that we have here is why pesticides are bad for you. And now this is also just a really good idea because if you if you haven't been living under a rock, you've known that more and more people are interested in organic and all natural and whatnot. So it's an evolving thing that more and more people care about. And it's a well-designed, well-put-together infographic that I'm sure was marketed well. So it got tons of traffic, tons of shares, really, really good stuff. So, I mean, even think about it. As you're maybe watching this video, you're flipping through this, you're like, oh, okay, I need to buy more avocados. And it's well-designed, looks nice, got lots of interesting information. There's a good chance this is a topic that you're probably at least partially curious about and would definitely spend a couple minutes looking through this. So it's a really good topic. And not only that, you can look down all the way here to the comments, and everybody loves it. It's something that people are clearly going to very quickly share with people that they know. So if it's something that you're interested in, you have some friends that are interested in health and fitness and whatnot, there's a good chance you're going to share this with people who would also like it, right? Perfect kind of content for that. So this is one good example, and there's also two approaches you can take with infographics. You can take an infographic and tell a story. That's not what this one does, however. So for example, this one's actionable specific information, and a very good illustration of that. Now, if we want to look at another example of creating specific actionable inspiration as a point of reference, here's another one from backlinkgo.com. About on-page SEO. So he created this 16 key on-page SEO factors that search engines and users love. And it's really specific. It's exactly sort of something you could follow step by step and take action on immediately. You could just go down and just take action on it and follow what he instructs. And that's a really great example of an action-based infographic. So again, the other style is something more story-based, but if you're looking to impart information that allows people to take action immediately, and you think that's a better approach for your industry or your niche, then this is a good illustration of that. So great, at this point you should have a ton of ideas. You should have thought a little bit about whether you want to go with the approach of taking the same topic and making it better, using something like this for inspiration, but a slightly different topic? Do you want to go something which is a compelling story or something very action-based? A couple small decisions to make there. And then in the next video, we're going to actually show you how to make your infographic from your chosen topic.